Hello everyone, welcome to a new series I've decided to make on my channel. It's called My HO Trains in Action. As we do a review about each one of them. Now, the first one that I got here, I decided to do this one. This here is a chassis system B&O. The number is 4810. The hookups, there's the front. There's the front of the engine, there's the side. I don't think I can get a good look at it. There's the side right there. There's the wheels and the bottom and stuff. The number down there, I have no idea what that's for. It's missing the back hooks, so I'm gonna have to make them go long and forward. There's the back, and then here's the top. So yeah, this is so right now on my Bachmann remote controller. Today we're going to be running this engine to see how good it can do. What I know is this still works. Yes, indeed, it still works. Need to make sure he's on the rails. It doesn't say what company it's made by, but yeah, we'll go ahead and give it a shot. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm just gonna add a couple cars and we'll get started. I'm gonna add the coolest ones. I'm gonna add some of my personal favorites. Seriously though, someone needs to make I've been watching Heritage Unit videos recently, and I really hope someone makes a Sioux Line Heritage Unit or Illinois Central or the Royal Blue. I really would like to see some railroad company do that. That would be amazing. We'll add about four cars. Now you have to turn up the controller at full speed to make them go. This thing is old. It's older. This thing is older than my grandma. So yeah. Okay, so as you can see, the lights still work and everything. Like you have to bump him to get him to run. Like if you want to get him to work, if he stops working, then you have to push on him. This thing is very old, although it still has some pretty good condition and painting. Oh crap. So you gotta like give him a push for him to work. You have to push him at the right spot to get him to work. Like, here he is running right now. So far it doesn't run that bad, but you have to push from right here. And then he'll start working. Ah! Came unhooked. Got uncoupled from that car. Overall, it always stops at the railroad crossing part. And then you have to push him and then he'll start working. Overall, he still works and the lights even work too. Here, let me turn the lights. There he is. Wow, look how bright he is too. Nope, he stopped. Wow, that is one bright light right there. And as you can see right here, this chassis system is running pretty good. So this is Trains in Actions review. I'm basically gonna call this reviewing every HO scale engine I own. I'm going to take a look at from the ones that I have and the ones that actually work. Some of them that I had, I used them to run. It looked like they were running it looked like it was all good, but I realized that some of them do not work. Right now, the chassis system runs good. He has the light and everything, but he stops at the crossing, so that's a little lag he's got in him. I'd probably So, overall, the chassis can pull a lot more cars, though. He can pull a lot more cars, at least, and he still works. So, here we go. I would give this chassis system engine 8 out of 10 for running and stuff. Although, it is pretty loud. It's loud, though. So, this chassis system engine is pretty loud. I give him 8 out of 10. Alright, now time for a different train. Oh no! Okay, now time for a different engine. This next one that I got here is Burlington Northern 9710. As you can see, there's the back. It basically looks like the back of a passenger car. You can see there's this side right there, Burlington Northern. And there's the front right there with its stripes. This thing, just your average normal running engine. Sounds a lot like the chassis system, right? Not exactly. If you own this, if you own my Burlington Northern unit, like if I were to sell this at a Rummage and you would buy it, it won't really work out that well. This Burlington engine Northern splutters and stutters and shakes all over the place. It won't stop. It will not stop running like the chassis does by the crossing part. But this thing splutters and stutters and is very loud. Like, watch. Let me run this thing. I'm only keeping it though, cause like it's, alright. Like, look at this thing. This thing is just spluttering. Sounds like he's spluttering all over the place. Like, now take a good look at the noise that it makes. That literally looks like, hold on. That literally looks like. Literally. So anyway, here as you can see, this Burlington Northern engine sounds like a machine gun going off. It's crazy. We're not done yet. So, the Burlington Northern engine, it's missing its front hook, because I did not see that at first. I was a little ticked, so I just had to make him go, like, forward. But it still works, but it sounds loud. So yeah, that's the bad thing about it. It just doesn't sound good. Back then, the first time I had it, it used to shake a little bit. Doesn't shake anymore, but, this thing is just loud. It's just louder than my chassis system, and it would not sound like that, because I got this in a box with other freight cars. And it's made by Bachmann. So this thing must have gotten jacked up. I think I'd probably give this engine 8 out of 10, just like with the chassis system. I give this Burlington Northern engine 8 out of 10. Now the the running is good. Well, the running for the chassis system is not as good as this one, but this one is much more louder. There's pluses and minuses. The pluses and minuses for both of these engines are tied, so I just give them both 8 out of 10. Now time for the next unit. The next engine that I got does not work, unfortunately. It is a UP engine. This does not work, but I'm going to try and get it to work. The lights still work, but he will not run for some reason. There's just something wrong. See, look, like you look at the top right there, the lights work. But it just won't run. I try to bump him. I try to push him. He won't even run. Like, the lights still work, and this thing is just screwed up. This UP unit is garbage, apparently. I'm still going to keep it, though, because it's the only UP unit I have, and I still like to collect engines. And engines are very expensive, and the engines of trains are very expensive. So yeah, this thing is barely garbage. As you can see, the lights will work, but it just won't run in either direction. Like, this thing is messed up. Well, I still gotta review every single HO scale engine I own. I'm still gonna review the ones that don't work. I have one more that doesn't work. So yeah, apparently that is it. The lights do work, but it does not work. So I give this UP engine 5 out of 10. It's still, this UP engine is garbage. So be careful, because you never know if this engine will work. You never know if engines like these will work or won't work. And if they don't work, then you just basically got ripped off. I've been ripped off 2 times from this one down here that I'm going to show next, and this one. But that's okay, though. I'm still going to keep it, though. Alright, now time for the next one. This is a classic Santa Fe war bonnet. I think it's a Super Chief. I don't know. Is this a Super Chief? Oh, no, that doesn't look like a Super Chief. Yeah, you can tell by the poster I have right there. That's a Super Chief. This here is different. This thing is absolute garbage. Look. I turn it to full speed. The lights, it just doesn't work. This thing is very old, and this thing is garbage. This right here is also made by Bachmann, which the bad thing about this is that it does not work at all. This thing, I'm still gonna keep it though. I keep engines that don't work, because I can just because in case I want to use them for some, maybe if I were to make a video of a city while running an HO, I can put this on display on a small piece of track. This is why I keep engines that don't work. It's a little history, it's a little train museum, just like the Illinois Railway Museum in Union, Illinois. But yeah, it's still the paint job is very good. The paint is still on there, really good. The lights, little details, the lights are still on there. However, this front little light thing is... Oh, I thought it was missing. It's still on there. There's the back right there. There's no rust spots, but I do have to say there's a little scratch right there. That might be a rust spot, but that's been there. The paint job is very good, but overall this engine, I would rate it 4 out of 10, because the lights don't even work. Alright, now time for the next engine. This is a Dale Earnhardt engine I got at a thrift store for $20. This is a Dale Earnhardt engine that I got for $10. I also have another piece of the Earnhardt train right here, and both hooks had fallen off. So that is wonderful as heck. And now this is just wonderful. Cannot be used. Both hooks are gone. That is amazing. These things are so fragile. Wow. I can't believe it. This thing, however, is a masterpiece. This thing works like a pro. Look, you put it on the tracks, it's not too, it's very heavy. This thing is not heavy at all. This Burlington Northern is sort of heavy. The UP isn't even heavy, and the lights still work. The chassis system is heavy. This thing here is probably the second heaviest train that I got. Missing the back hook, but I seen the front hook, so I decided to buy it and just make him go long hood forward. I was running him in my previous video of my Amtrak train video. If you want to see that, I'll see if I can find a link to it and leave it down below if you want to see that Amtrak video. Alright, let's test her out. I'm going to add a few cars on here and see how it runs. You've probably seen it already. I gotten this last Wednesday. This is the latest engine that I've got. I think I should add this one. This one looks good. It's a trailer train by ATSF. I know what SF stands for, but I forgot what AT stands for. I know SF is Santa Fe, but I have no idea what AT stood for. I forgot. You know, I'm gonna add a caboose. I'm gonna add a caboose on this. That's a complete train. Maybe I'll add one of the UP Heritage box cars on there. The Katy. UP has a total of 6 Heritage units. Missouri Pacific, Northwestern, Western Pacific, Southern Pacific, Missouri Pacific, and Rio Grande. I think I'll add the Katy right there. As you can see. Hold on. Missouri Pacific, the Katy, Rio Grande, Northwestern, Western Pacific, and Missouri Pacific. Yeah, yep, there's a total of 6. And then I will add a Norfolk Southern Heritage unit coal car. Virginian. By far, Virginian, I'm not sure what my favorite Heritage unit is yet. I think I've decided. I think Virginian is my favorite Heritage unit by Norfolk Southern. My favorite UP Heritage unit is... well, that I haven't decided, but... the Missouri Pacific one looks really cool. Alright, let's see here. I'm probably going to add one more car into the caboose. Let's see here. Can I find one to add? Aha! I will add... oh, shoot. I will add... oh, shoot! No, I'm not going to add that. I will add... I'll just add, oh, shoot. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Son of a gun. Well, apparently, the wheels have fallen off of this. I think I'll just add the Southern Railroad. That's another Norfolk Southern Heritage unit. Well, that's a freight car, like. I'll add that on there, and then I'll put on the caboose. I think I will do this small chassis system caboose and run my other caboose on the next train. Okay, let's do this. Like, see, this thing can run pretty good. It's like running like a pro. There's only one little light right there. Right there. There it is. That's the only light that works, though. That's the only light that works the train. Overall, it can pull these cars fast. It's a pretty good train to use, like I knew it was gonna work because of how heavy it was. This thing, the lights work, it works, and runs very good. I can't make it go too fast or else it might derail. But overall, this engine runs like a pro. It will never stop running. It'll get hot eventually, but it'll just never stop running. Like, this thing is this thing is good. Here it is at full speed. It's pretty good. It runs really fast at full speed. Probably one of the fastest trains I got. So, overall, I would rate this, although it is missing a hook, that's okay. Plus, it's one of my favorite NASCAR drivers, Dale Earnhardt, even a picture of him. There's the NASCAR logo, the number 3 on the front. I give this engine 10 out of 10. It deserves all the points for how good it looks. And also... Oh crap, I just derailed him. Well, anyway, overall, it runs really good. So, yeah, I will give this engine 10 out of 10. Now time for the last engine HO scale engine I own. The Burlington Northern Santa Fe GP40-2R. This is the very first engine that I got from Hobby Lobby. This thing might still be in stores, because I saw it in stores in around the middle of 2018. But overall, the paint scheme of the paint of the numbers is starting to fade off a little. But overall, the rest of the paint looks good, except for this little. Oh wait, that is part of it. That's actually the front bars that have fallen off accidentally. You can see right there, GP40-2R. It says right there. You go to the other side right there. It doesn't. If you go to the other side right there, it is faded. It is faded. Those are the only problems with the paint. The one on the other side is fading. Overall, it looks good. I've had this engine since 2015. 2015 is when I started collecting these model trains. I've been wanting them for a while, and then I finally got my first train set in 2015. Ow! Son of a gun! Son of a biscuit. There we go. Okay, so the cars that came with it. Let's see if I can find them in this huge basket. Let's see here. The first thing that came with this Wisconsin Central coal car. Burlington Northern Western Fruit Express. Pretty old. Yeah, that thing is starting to wear out. Let's see here. And it also came with, I remember what it is. I need to find it. It came with the CN Gondola car, but I can't seem to find it, so we're just gonna leave it as that. And we will put the caboose on there. So as you can see, I have a huge mess to clean up. Once this video is done, I will clean my mess up. You look like you're not here, or else you'd be cleaning it up. Okay, well, shoot. One of my UP coal cars is missing axles. They always go flying out of here. Bogus. Just bogus. Okay. I guess we'll do a copper tank car. That doesn't look bad on it, now does it? Okay, there it goes. Let's add a D and H coal car. It's one of the shorter. Let's add a D and H coal car. This would look good. And then I will add. Let's see here. I'm gonna add 2 more cars. I will add one box car Swift. I will add a Swift box car. Nope. Ah, shoot. Alright. It says Switch refrigerator on SRLX. I've never heard of SRLX. Alright, I will add 1 more car, and then I'm going to add a caboose. Let's pretend this guy's transporting a brand new passenger car, and then we'll add the caboose. This is one of my favorite passenger cars. This is a baggage car, actually. Not a passenger car. Hook up, you piece of crap. Jeez. Oh my gosh, now it comes unhooked from the... Screw you. I will in a minute. So as you can see, now time for the final car. We'll add a royal blue caboose. The royal blue. This is old. This is a very old line. Maybe I'll make a part 2 to the fallen flags and feature royal blue. Alright, let's run this thing. Overall, the GT40-2R runs sort of like number 3. However, the lights, there's lights inside the windows out there. I don't think I could get a good image of it right there, but overall, it can pull these cars just fine. As you can see, it runs just as fast. And the paint, most of the paint still remains. And you can see right there, most of the paint still remains on this engine. And like most of the details still remain on it as well. It looks like it's brand new, but it's not. I've had it since 2015. So as you can see here, it just runs really good. And that is the last engine that I have right here, and those are all the engines I own, reviewing every HO scale engine I own. I would have to give this one 9 out of 10. So I gotta say the best one of all time is the Dale Earnhardt one. It's much heavier than this. It's heavier than this one. This one runs, let's see which one runs faster. Let's see here. Which one do you think runs faster? You think it's going to be the Burlington Northern or Dale Earnhardt? We will find that out, but first I'm going to take this one off and run this guy at full speed. Okay, there's how fast he runs. Now I will run this one. This one is a little less heavy, so it might run faster. I better go catch it. Okay, well this one runs way faster. This one runs just a little bit faster, but overall they're both pretty good. I'd say the Dale Earnhardt is still the best one I've got. I got a mess to clean up, and I will see you guys later. Oh, whoops.